What's up guys, it's Intelitech Studios here, and today we have a very special unboxing. Now, as you guys know, I am a collector of the Samsung Galaxy Note series. I love the Galaxy Note phones, and I'm trying to collect every single one of them. However, the key is that I'm specifically trying to collect every single one of them on their original stock firmware. And I don't just mean standard out of the box, I mean unupdated, meaning on the original firmware that the device shipped with, the original Android version. Obviously, the security patch I'm not really worried about, but mainly the main Android version. So in the case of the Note 5, the original Android version the device shipped with was Android 5.1.1. And I actually found a listing that has a Note 5 with Android 5.1.1. And you can tell it's 5.1.1 because the icons are a little bit different. The time clock has shadows, and also 5.1.1 compared to 6.0.1 and 7.0 is the only firmware where the apps icon is black. So I can easily tell this is the original firmware, which to me is very important. Now, it's not ideal because I'm also trying to find each variant in my favorite color, and my favorite color for the Note 5 is silver, but later on, if I want to just swap the parts over, swap the back panel and the front to make it silver, I can do that. And this one in particular also comes with a charger, some tempered glass screen protectors, and is also the 64 GB variant, so it is worth a little bit more. I paid a hefty price for it, especially for a Note 5, considering I've gotten fan editions for cheaper, but to have the original firmware is worth it, and that's the only reason why I bought it, so, um, you know, everything else I'm willing to let go, since it is obviously on the original firmware. So, and I know that probably sounds silly, but I'm weird like that. And, I had a lot of bad luck with devices recently. I got scammed out of my Note 8, and I bought a Note 5 and a Note 4 off a friend of mine, and I dropped the Note 4, and the screen is dead, so I have to repair that. So I've lost a lot of money on phones recently, but something like this being added to my personal collection will make me feel a little bit better. So, and also there is reviews of the Samsung Nexus S as well as the LG G3 that are coming up very soon as well. So I look forward to that. But yeah, let's just get these little screen protectors out of here. There we go. Okay, so this did include a set of glass screen protectors, so that's really nice, and an extra charger, a black one, which is really nice. I don't have, or I did have a black charger, but I lost it in the move. So, and then of course we have the phone itself, and I do have, of course, the Alliance Shield X to keep this shielded, and because I don't see Note 5s on the original firmware anymore, so I'd love to test to see how well it holds up going all the way back to the original firmware. Because that is another thing that I like to test, because it's kind of like, what if Samsung didn't update their devices at all? How well would they hold up? Would they age nearly as good as they do? Because a lot of people say that iPhones age a lot more gracefully because they have more software updates. So that's another thing I want to test with this specific unupdated Note 5. So just got to get this bag open, which is proving to be rather difficult. Okay, I guess I'll just rip it open and pull the phone out. There we go. And it is in pretty decent condition. It's got a couple little minor dents and scratches, but overall it's in really good shape. I'm wondering if this, because it has the original firmware, I'm wondering if this, it feels like this is one of the original units without the fix for the reversible S Pen. So I have to be very careful with that, of course. It's the second one I've gotten with that, that's the older version, and I can just tell just by feeling it, this is the unupdated version. Maybe I'll be wrong. Either way, let's power this up. I'm so happy to have one on the old firmware. This is wonderful. Absolutely love it. So, and of course we'll be able to set this up with the shield. Nice. I never had an AT&T phone before as well. And again, I didn't care what carrier it was. I just wanted to make sure it was on the old firmware. Yes. Okay, there we go. So I did get worried a little bit because the person said that they leave it automatic updates on, and that did kind of scare me because I thought it might have updated, but thankfully it did not. So this is still... Oh wow, the settings menu is completely different. Is there another way to... Wow, the settings menu is completely different. It's like the old one where it like scrolls like this. That's like where it's like a horizontal list. That's really different. But yeah, so of course we have the black icons button. I'm actually not familiar with this. Okay, well, device. No, system. Okay, about device. Yeah, so this is Android 5.1.1 on the Note 5. So very nice. Yeah, of course, you all know how that game goes. But yeah, so that's really nice. What security patch is this on? Let's see, status. Official device status. Okay, that's really good. So it's not custom, because I know sometimes these don't get updated because they are put on custom. That would have kind of upsetted me if it was on custom. Looks like there's no SIM card in it, which makes sense because not really supposed to be. Yeah. So that's 5.1.1, and I also have my Note 4 has also been unupdated, which this particular version of the Note 4 was never released with Android 4.4 KitKat, so this one is on Android 5.0.1 instead of 5.1.1, and even this one's a little bit different. This one's on 5.0.1, but still Lollipop. And if this Verizon one was still working, if I wasn't stupid and dropped it, I would have been able to downgrade that to KitKat. But yeah, so that's really cool. So we got all the old apps and everything, and I don't see any burn-in either. I look at that, the old multi-window pop-up. But yeah, I'm looking at this screen. I don't see any burn-in at all, which is wonderful. Which, granted, again, this display is going to be replaced so I can have it be silver, but it's nice that there's no burn-in, because then whatever device I switch it with, it's not going to have any burn-in, which will increase the value of it. And, of course, let's confirm that this is indeed a 64 gigabyte version. Where is storage? There it is. Yep, 64 gigabytes. So it is also a 64 gigabyte phone. Pull out the S Pen. There's the old Air Command. Wow. So, that's interesting. Still very fast, even on the original firmware. Which makes sense, because... See, people always say about, like, they talk about, like, how, oh, you know, the phone got a software update, so now it's much faster. It's like... Obviously, when you add a software update, in most cases, you're adding more features, you're adding more stuff to the firmware, and that's all going to bog it down more, even if it looks prettier. You know, I mean, I don't think there's a better example of that than iOS 9 on the iPhone 4S, and I'm sure nobody's going to debate me on that front. I also love the water animation. That is so cool. I love that. And it has like the old school. See, this is a completely new experience, because whenever I got my Note 5, my brand new one for Verizon, out of the box it came with Marshmallow, because once the S7s came out and they were selling the Note 5 alongside the S7, the firmware they installed on the phone was Marshmallow, just like the S7s. So I've never seen a Note 5 with this, although my personal Note 5, it had Marshmallow and then Nougat. So... Oh, look at that. The old Instagram icon. I'm sure a lot of people will feel some nostalgia with that. It's not even on here, but that's cool, the old Instagram icon. And, of course, I love the black apps button. I mean, that's such a silly little thing, but I just like that because I like black. And, yeah, so that's really cool. And, also, I'm curious. I'm gonna go, let's see, I'm gonna turn this off, and I'm gonna go get my Note 7. So I got my Note 7, and I also grabbed my UAG case for the Note 5, because after breaking the Note 4, I am not going to be using a phone even in the house without a case. So, since both of these are on the original firmware, 5.1.1 and 6.0.1, because obviously you can't update the Note 7, so if it turns on, then it's obviously on the old firmware, unless you like flashed it or something. But either way, so let's go ahead and do a speed test between, this is AT&T Note 5 and T-Mobile Note 7. Let's see which one boots up faster. So I pressed it at the same time. The Note 7 was the first one to pop up the startup, or the brand. Yeah, the sound's on this one, not on the T-Mobile. If it was on T-Mobile, do the da-da-da-da-da. Oh, there it goes. So the sound is on both of these. So let's see what... Oh! Look at that. The Note 5 was faster. Now, this doesn't seem all that different because it seems like the Snapdragon variants of... And this isn't unique to the Note 7. I saw the same thing with the S7 and the S7 Edge. Where the S6 Edge versus the S7 Edge, or whatever S6 version versus S7 version, did the same thing, where the S6 version booted up faster for some reason. So that definitely is interesting. It just seems like the 7 series takes longer to boot up for some reason, which is kind of weird. But yeah, so there's the two devices, again, on their original firmwares. So that's really nice. Also, according to the seller, they replaced the battery in this Note 5 as well, so it should have 100% battery health. So I'll be installing AccuBattery to test that. This Note 7 is at, last I checked, it's at around 83% health. So it's estimated that this battery is around, what did it say? Around 3,200, 3,100, something like that in terms of battery capacity. So it's basically a Note FE at this point in terms of battery capacity. Besides it also being maybe explosive. I don't know. I'm not really worried about that, but either way. So that's the unboxing. And of course, you know, we have the screen protectors. You all know what that looks like. Let's look at this charger real quick. Might as well. It's just a basic, you know, Samsung charger. Actually, not even Samsung. It's unbranded. Oh, it's one of those fake. It's one of those knockoff chargers. I'm probably not actually going to use this. Oh, well, that little thing fell off. It's supposed to be around this cable. I'm not going to use these. I'm just going to save these because I like to keep the original cables in boxes. And I had this set of cables in my Note 2 box, but I left my Note 2 box behind. So when I get another one, I'll have a set. Because I have enough micro USB chargers, so that's fine. So yeah, that's my unboxing of the of an original Note 5 on Android 5.1.1. Definitely very interesting. I will be, first off, it looks like they used this a little bit. I don't know if this is how it came out of the box, because I know this widget is supposed to be down here, and this is supposed to be up here out of the box. That's how it's supposed to look. So, and obviously the wallpaper. So I know they went through it a little bit and set it up a little bit. So I am going to set this up with the Shield, the Alliance X Shield, to obviously keep it from updating when I put it on my network or Wi-Fi, and we'll do some videos with it and see comparing the notes on their original firmware is something a lot of people don't do. I've even seen people get these devices out of the box, like brand new, and then they'll spend the entire afternoon updating every single one. Mr. Who's the Boss, I'm looking at you. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, why wouldn't you also do tests while you have them all on their original firmware to see how well they've changed and how well, maybe even how well Samsung has gotten at tweaking their devices at release? Because I know a lot of people, when the Note 7 came out, they said, this software is not finished. You know, there is more work that needs to be done. You know, people have been complaining about their Note 7's lagging and having issues out of the box. And, you know, I haven't heard those complaints with the Note 5 or the Note 8 or the Note 9, at least not nearly to the same degree. So that's something to compare. It's like, you know, how well have these devices aged out of the box? You know, not just what's been fixed over time, but out of the gates. You know, if you were an early adopter and you were buying this device day one, what was your experience like? And, you know, if you were a person, which I do know some people where now they don't install updates on their phone, like my Note 9, I haven't installed a single update on my Note 9. It's still on the original Android Oreo August patch from when I first got it, and it's still running like a champ. Mainly because I just don't like One UI, but either way. So I have that. So I have no, and plus the reason why I wanted to get one on the original firmware is because you actually can't downgrade a newer Galaxy phone, a Note 5 or newer, because they update the bootloader every time they push out a software update. So that's why I can't just grab any of my other Note 5s and install the old ROM, because the bootloader's updated, so it locks you out of being able to do that without like rooting it or anything like that. So yeah, so if I get a Note 4 that's on Marshmallow, I can downgrade it easily. Anything older is fine. So now I have a Note 5 on the original firmware, a Note 7, and my Note 9. So the only one I need to find is a Note 8, a deep sea blue Note 8, or a different color Note 8 that I can switch the parts of. Although the Note 8, I'd rather have it be the original color so I can retain the water resistance, because trying to reseal the back cover with the water resistance is a pain. Anyways, I'm blabbering at this point. I hope you guys enjoyed this nice little unboxing of something that you don't really see nowadays because a lot of these are updated. And it's kind of, I guess you could say this is kind of rare, maybe. But yeah. Anyway, guys, this is Intelitech Studios signing out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Look at that. Screen off memo. Beautiful. Anyway, guys, again, this is Intelitech Studios signing out. I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.